Hi, this is Brock Shank with Straight Line Delivery, and this is video 2 in a 10-step series on how to get yourself into trucking, whether it's hotshot or flatbed. We're going to go over the top 10 things you need to do before you can start making money. This is number 2. Before anybody spends a nickel, you really need to meet with your family and friends and the people that will be affected most by you being gone 5 days a week. A lot of people think, well, hey, I need to make more money. I like driving a truck and seeing the country. I'll do this. And then come to find out their family's not really behind them, or their family needs them around a lot more than they realize. And it ends up not working out for them just because of their scheduling conflicts. If you take care of a sick or elderly neighbor, relative, parent, something like that, this may not be the right time for you to do this. Maybe another time. If you've got young children that, it takes two parents to raise, maybe this isn't for you. If your kids are older, usually kind of going out of the house and they're not hanging out with you that much anyway, and you've got some free time and you like to travel and your spouse is behind you, then that gives you a formula for success right out of the gate. If there's so many stresses at your home because you're just not used to being gone Monday through Friday, that can really hurt even the best intentions. So before you spend a dime, sit down and meet with your family and see if this is something that you think that you could tolerate. The next thing you should do is be honest with yourself. You need to know yourself. Why are you doing this? Is it for more pay, better financial and job security? Are you working your tail off and making 50, 60, 70 grand a year and you're never home anyway? So you think, well, I might as well double that, triple that in some cases, and not be home Monday through Friday and have the money to show for it. Okay, if your family's behind you, then that next step is a logical step. For job security, I know there are a lot of people that have a great job and normally it's secure, but right now maybe it's not so secure. Maybe you're feeling like, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to last but a few more years in this position. Maybe they're laying people off. Maybe they're getting rid of people. Maybe you just see some downturn in your industry. If trucking's not going, we've got bigger problems than making a paycheck. It's Thunderdome if the trucks stop. How long do you want to do this? Are you raising a family and you do have young kids, and like I said, you got one that needs braces, one going to college, and you say, hey, we got 10 years till the kids are out of our house, but I need to make that extra income. I want to do this for a long time. We can talk about a long-term plan as opposed to a short-term plan. The scheduling, the equipment, all those things lend a hand to different scheduling needs. Are you just here to pad your retirement? And there's nothing wrong with that. I've had a few guys do this. They will say, I want to live on a beach, I want to have a brand new boat, and I don't want to clip coupons when I retire. I want to have a great life. Okay, well, let's put a plan together for you to work for the next 3 years and walk down to an island and buy a condo cash and a boat cash, and you have no bills. You're done. Let's put that plan together if that's what you're trying to do. I've had quite a few guys do that, and it's worked out really well for them. I encourage people, and I know this sounds old school, but I do it. I print out a calendar and I say, okay, when in the last 12 months did we go out as a family? Did we do this? Did we do that? Any time I make a decision. So whether you're buying a boat, a camper, a snowmobile, whatever you're buying, I do that. But in this particular case, it's kind of eye-opening. You can sit down with your family and say, okay, when did we last do something on a weekend as a family? When did we do something together as a family on a weekday? And are those things important enough for me to stay at my old job? If I have to be somewhere every Wednesday and that is the way I want to live my life, well, then maybe this isn't for me. But if we mostly do things on the weekend and Monday through Friday, everybody's kind of busy and not really together and doing much, well, maybe this would be a good opportunity for me to really go out there and crush it financially Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends we could get together and really enjoy our time as a family, because not only am I off for sure, but no one can make me work, and I've got a ton of money in my pocket to do what I want with. What times a year are important to you? And is your current job allowing you to have time off? Is Christmas and Thanksgiving your most important time? You know, maybe you travel, you go to the beach, you visit family, you have family over to your house. What are those most important times? And if you're not getting those off, you got to ask yourself why not, and how important it is to you to have those times. Because when you are a subcontractor, when you have your own trucking business, I just, as the owner of the company, say, you tell me when you want freight and we'll put you on the road. When you tell me to stop, I stop. I'm just like a gas pedal. More, less. It's easy. Being home a few times a week is possible depending on where you live, and I can get into that in more detail with you if you want to reach out and you have any questions. It's possible, depending on what kind of equipment you run, actually, to be home every single night of the week, but that depends on the equipment. But if you need to be home at 4 p.m. exactly, that's not possible. So we have ways of running trucks that you're home every night, depending on the equipment and where you live. We have ways of running trucks. I've got guys that stay out for months at a time. They don't go home at all because they're getting a great big hit so that they can retire. They've got 3 more years left to work. Kids are all moved out. They don't have a whole lot going on, so they just get out there and hump, and they want to put $250,000, $300,000 in their pocket and go retire to a beach. So you need to be really honest with yourself about the relationship you have with your family, your wife, your kids, and whether you can stand being gone from them Monday through Friday. And if you can't, then a hot shot's probably not for you. But a 48-foot flatbed semi, depending on where you live, that could be very possible. You could be home every night, every other night, and everything in between. Make sure you like this video. It helps the algorithm, and YouTube helps more people see it. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe, because there's more to this series. I also have a whole ton of other videos that are helpful for you on a ton of different subjects that I think you'll find enjoyable. So hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, and watch 3 through 10 to find out how to get started in this business.